Man, having a wonderful sleep. Turn 9 o'clock in the morning, Friday. Someone's playing some loud music outside. Surely it's not needed. Yeah, 9:01. I only had 6 hours, 6.7 hours sleep. Crazy shit's going on here. So isn't you really need to have it even on? None's there. I'm gonna go and try and go back to sleep. Man. Oh man, I managed to get back to sleep. The time is, what time was it? It was like 9 o'clock, 6.5 hours sleep. 11, 8.5 hours sleep, perfect. Oh, I remember the time area. Also, we didn't actually go to the shop yesterday. We was on a computer all day, editing, man. Editing. I'm on my last video, and it's an hour and a half long. Coffee left in Yesterday's video, I had an hour and a half's worth of video I had to edit and chop up. You try and watch bits and it's just laggy and jumpy and stuff, and it's just a pain in the ass. This was the same. This was about an hour and 20, I think. Before I went to sleep, I managed to get it down to 26 minutes. This is me going over, well, you'll see it anyway when it's out, but I'm going over about the markets and about trading and a bit of good stuff, really. I think that holds quite good value. The question is that what people like to? Does that work for people? What is it people want to see? Because the majority of this channel is fucking trying to be the best version of yourself, trying to find ways to, I guess you could say, hustle. For me, it's trading by far, and understanding the markets and understanding how not to get fucked, especially by your your mind, your body, your wealth, and just to prove that anybody can do it. I will be doing some challenges at some point. A £5 1 minute challenge or something, where you start with a £5 and you see how much we can grow the funds. But again, managing risk and stuff, we don't want to be doing it the wrong way and give people the wrong way of thinking and trading, because that's all you see on fucking YouTube. So maybe that'll be something for the future. There is quite a bit of a gap between starting off in self-development to and then you start to get to more advanced stuff where you do the fasting, and then you do the other good stuff, which I'm gonna leave that to a later date. That's the juicy stuff, man. That's the stuff I'm still learning myself, to be honest. Monks, Black Ops, like elite, how they think, how they master their emotions, I say master your emotions. The way you master your emotions is you have to understand your emotions. Your emotions aren't yourself. Emotions come and go. If you track your day, if you really wanted to improve yourself, you could get a notebook out, have a little, you should ideally carry a little notebook in your everyday carry, in your little wallet, your bag, your pouch. Carry your little notebook and write down every time your emotions change, write them down. And then you'll realise that your emotions change so bloody much throughout the day. And because they do, that shows itself that emotions aren't you. Like how you feel sad isn't how you be, how you're sad. They come and go. So you acknowledge your emotions. You acknowledge, I feel sad. Oh, I'm a bit scared. I'm a bit worried. Oh, this is something new. I'm a bit uncomfortable. Oh, wait, that's fine. I know this emotion. I know what it feels like. I know it lasts. And all we got to do is ride it out until next time. And then more you do that, more you develop that, then you start to get that control, that ability, that kind of magic. Magic is a real thing, but it's not. Magic isn't how we're perceived in films. It isn't spells. It isn't sorcery. It isn't magic wands. It's in here and in here. Many different fucking levels, many different fucking levels. But again, can't go on too much. I got a lot of shit to do. Tasks for today: check charts, finish upload, edit next video. But we're doing render that when we're boxing. I want to post some stuff to Instagram, just daily, kind of in my stories. Then you go back over my recorded trades, because we've got a log of them we need to bloody upload, and move on to my other task. The trade we had on for yesterday night was a breakout system, which we was in profit, went to where we wanted to do. It went actually far further, but because my rules was after candle close over 12.21, we jumped out. So this is what it is. Going back to the same setup I'm running, although I still need some adjustments. Jumped in on the open, market weakness, and structure. We jumped in at this white line after candle close, and then we rode all the way down. We pulsed down, corrected upwards. We did see some signs of weakness of it reversing, which it did up the bands, and then we closed on the close of the bands. and then it eventually came up even further and then decided to keep going down more. So that's a system, stayed to my rules, nearly come across it, but I was like, nah, stick to the rules, because as soon as you break the rules, you start slipping. And that's the same with everything. That's as soon as you've got motivation, as soon as you're building good rhythm with yourself and you're getting tasks done, or you're achieving the goals you set, or you're trying to stop yourself from eating, or you're trying to go to the gym, or you're trying to drink more water, as soon as the day you stop doing that, as soon as you break your rule, all goes to shit. So I just stuck with the rules, even when it looked like it wasn't going to go in my favour, I still stuck with it, because as soon as you stop doing it, that's when you fuck up, and it goes with everything. So that was a good trade. That was I think a 50%, but then the percentage doesn't matter, it's in ours. I could get crazy percentage. What looks good, which you see on the internet, 100% is. I could have made that look like a 400% or 500% using leverage while still managing risk, but the return still would have been the same. And it's the return what's important, not the percentage of a move. So just so you can see a reference as well on the 1 hour, when I was saying about the market was balanced at a point where, even though we technically, I guess you should say, we was going up. Again, we saw some weakness here, flushed out the latecomers, grabbed liquidity, moved back up into the bands, made a higher, tried to make a higher again, and then we had a small fair return. That would have been on the 1 hour. And then, as I was saying, even though you've got buying pressure coming up, if the buying pressure runs out and there's more sellers, more bears at the top, and eventually there won't be enough people wanting to buy. So eventually you get these highs and they get lower and lower and lower, and then it ends up collapsing down. Price then starts moving down, and it causes all these people who had their stop losses lower, cause a load of liquidations, and you have this big sharp sell-off. We could continue going down, we could continue going in the sideways, but yeah, by the looks of it, we've got a high probability of it. We got lovely amount of volume coming in with price matching, and yeah, we just didn't really see where price is going to be going for the near future. Time is 3 o'clock, nearly 4 minutes. As soon as 3 o'clock comes, we'd have some food. That gives us time for it to digest. A shake mixed with 3/4 water, 1/4 milk. Oh, now, what a catch. Scoop of that. Oh, I got a new idea. My all-time favourite. This is Duff Plain. Ideally, what I'm going to do moving forward when we go shopping tomorrow is get some honey. I think this is the best. Ultra budget. Some oats. These pumpkin seeds are lovely, man. 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds, 1/2 cup of oats. Wow, that's close. That wasn't supposed to happen. This is just nearly over. Hopefully it should be still enough moisture so it doesn't. So one of many ideas I've had. So once I have 3 months in Vietnam's up, I'm going to be ditching my computer screen. I might ditch my boxing gloves, my MMA gloves, my shin pads, which I don't really want to do, but it's a lot of space taken up, not needed. And whatever I don't need, get rid of. And then see if we can either go to like a second-hand bag shop or something, swap our new suitcase we just bought, swap it for a rucksack, and then just have all that in there, and then we'll just travel around, like catch buses, go to some other locations. But I want to go to places like huts and in the forest, nice places, man, not just buildings. Now, because we can work if it's quiet, if it's loud, as long as we've got internet connection, which, because SIM cards are so cheap, we should have internet connection, hopefully. So we can actually spend, like, I'm not too sure, but minimum ideas, some ideas have worked, some haven't, some will change, some we will adapt, we'll have new ideas, some might not even work. But if we can get everything in one rucksack, it'd be ideal if we could put our normal bag in the rucksack as in the big bag as well. So it's lightweight moving around, because then like the suitcase, you could go to the location of the suitcase, but it's just another thing to lose, another thing you kind of have to carry. You couldn't, if you got into a sticky situation, you couldn't move fast. I'm going to try and plan it, think of some more ideas. Go to Malaysia, go to Laos, Cambodia, within a month, could be in 2 months. I don't know how long we'll stay at each one. It depends what's around, what's available. In Laos, by the looks of it, there's not many Airbnb spots on Airbnb, but that's not looking on other websites and such. I want to go to waterfalls, rivers, swim in them, do all the wild stuff, which I enjoy loads. So it could work out well. Worst case scenario,
we lose everything, but we're still alive and we've got memories. So that could be the way forward.
So CapCut's fucked me again. It's taken hours and hours and hours to render this video. For some reason it's rendered it. It's rendered 1/4 of it. So now I'm going to have to re-render it again, but do it while I go to sleep because it's going to take hours and hours and hours. Got myself a new widget timer and a market has opened. 5-minute candle on a system. It's going to break out. After 3 minutes is up, we're going to enter on the other end of this candle. Ideally, we don't want the candle to open loads, but because that makes us have our stop loss quite wide. But again, if it was a momentum trade, we really would want it to fly away, so it's not the end of the world. But we've got a problem when you have a big stop loss. Say it's going to be, say we enter here and the stop loss is there. These bands are going to be ages, so even if it came up here and it come back down, the bands are still going to be pretty low. So it's going to be, it's going to be quite a lot. If that was down here and it wasn't so wide, and the bands could catch up, we'll be soon in profit. But because the band is going to be quite wide, it's going to be a while for it to catch up and it could return and come back down and stop us out. But again, it's not the end of the world. We follow the rules. And yeah, I'll check back when we're in motion and see where the final outcome is, depending on what time these trades close. We've got one trade, we're allowed one trade long and we're allowed one trade short. We don't have to take them both because we might not be able to take them both. We could just fly up. But again, we're not seeing, we want to see if this is going to be a big fat candle. I want to see a big amount of volume come down here. I went to enter on the candle close. By the time I calculate my position size, price moved too quick, so I couldn't get filled, which at first was a bit frustration, but it did pull back and fill the gap, which was good, which just came below my entry, so we are now filled. That's the size. We end in a break even. Well, we can, as long as these 1221 bands come up here, even if price closes wick, at least we're going to build profit. But obviously for us to get at least a 1R, we've got to double that size. So like, say for instance, that's a 1R return. So price has got to, we're going to have to close our position up here to get 1R back. But hopefully by the time this keeps going up, gives us time to get 1221 bands above it, and then we're in profit either way. But with bands still down here, price could easily come down and then close below. But either way now, which is I guess not a bad thing, while bands are going to be at least halfway through our risk, at least when we do enter, when we do exit, we end going to get, if price ends up reversing, coming back down, at least we end going to get a 1R, minus 1R. We're going to at least, by the looks of it, get round about, only lose 0.5R, which I guess is minimising risk. Volume's coming up, which is good. Price is coming up. Volume should ideally drop down, impulse up, correct down, and then carry on moving. But it's looking fairly decent as prices are moving up. You see what I mean by more times it touches, it ends up potentially breaking through. Touch, 12 bands, ends up too many times, breaks through. Touch for 50, touched to 21 bands and carried on going. Touch to 21 bands again, touched it again, and then ended up breaking through to a 50. So 50s so far reacted as support. So again, as 12-21 bands come up, hopefully, I say hopefully, it's you're moving your emotions away, which is the best thing. But we'll see.